Ooh, where are we today? I am in the new spot. The new beautiful spot. While the entire world is falling apart. While America tries to pick its next president. And people are beating the shit out of each other in the cities of New York and in Portland. Rioting, spitting in the faces of police officers. I am walking softly in the woods with the sound of leaves under my feet. Marcus Conte reporting from his secret place to tell you about what the hell is going on with the election. Holy shit. Holy shit, unprecedented times, man. Wow, looks like Biden's going to steal this. You heard? That's what it looks like. That's what it's looking like. Where's Trump right now? I haven't heard a peep out of Trump. Not a goddamn word. All right. He better get his legal team together. I'm going to give you all the stats. I'll give you all the details of what's happening. The big deal is Michigan and Wisconsin has flipped firmly for Biden. Good morning. All right. That's messed up. That's messed up in a big way. All right. So I'll tell you what's going on. All right. So 2 days. It's 2 days later. Excuse me. It's 2 days later. 2 whole days later. And a presidential election in America has still not been decided. That is fucked up. All right? And I could care less, I guess. Should we care less? Should we really care? Wherever you are in the world, should you really care about the fake election? Who decides the fate of our country? Led by the same oligarchs, the same billionaire class? I don't know. I mean, if Trump wins, what do we get? If Biden wins, what do we get? What do we get? What do we get out of it? That's what I want to know. That is the question. That is the question. All right, so right now, as we speak, in New York City, police are clashing, right? Fucking kicking the shit out of each other, kicking the shit out of protesters in New York City, in the West Village, and also in Portland. Portland fires, fighting, screaming, "Count our vote!" Count your vote. You want your vote counted. All of a sudden, you want your vote counted. What do you think this is? The old America where your vote counted, you vote and it counts? No, your fucking vote don't count. Your vote counts as far as we want it to count. Your vote counts for shit. And we get to pick, right? The establishment's going to pick this election. This is really fucked up. Right? So last we spoke, as I said, 60 people arrested in clashes in the West Village in New York City, right around the Washington Square Park area. And you see a video of a woman spitting in a cop's face. How disgraceful, how disrespectful. She's fucking screaming like this, like a cunt, bitch, but fucking, and then spits in the cop's face. Right? And then the cops laid into her. So that's going on, right? It's an anarchist movement, right? The anarchists, they don't even, I heard they're burning fucking Biden signs. Like this, they're not for fucking Biden. They are not for Biden. Let me get the better light. Right? They're not for Biden. Right? That's the illusion, right? That these people are. Oh, it's so beautiful out here, man. I love it. Let's take a minute. This is what I'm talking about, right? This is what I escaped. Marcus Conte has escaped 10 years in a single apartment. And before that, 15. That's a hard time right there with all your junk, right? You take all your junk with you, man. Walking around, goddamn, you carry all the junk in your life with you, right? That's what I'm starting to discover, man. Junk. I'm trying to get rid of all this shit, right? Get rid of all your junk and start over, right? Start someplace else, right? But there you go, right? Wherever you go, there you are. Wherever you go, there you are. Right? And here I am. So anyway, so there's an anarchist movement going on For sure, right? What side are they on? We don't really know. We can't. It's hard to tell, really. It's hard to tell who's on whose side right now, right? We don't know. I guess they got cars in this place too, right? Driving around the fucking park, man. I love parks, man. I'm a park guy. Right? So the National Guard was called into Portland. Anarchists tearing up New York City. And both Trump and Biden are claiming to have won the great state of Pennsylvania. All right? So Pennsylvania is likely to go to Trump. Here's the math. I'm going to give you the math. All right, so latest count as of this morning, Trump has 214 on the Electoral College. Biden, on the other hand, has 264. Right? Now, these are the states that are still outstanding. Pennsylvania has not been called. North Carolina, Pennsylvania with 20 electorals. North Carolina 15. Georgia 16, very close in Georgia. And Alaska 3. Trump must win all of those. Must win all of those. And he must win Nevada. Right? Nevada is currently in Biden's column. It's 49-48 with 86% of the vote. So Trump must win all of the states that are still outstanding that are leaning Trump. All leaning Trump. Pennsylvania, North Carolina, Georgia, Alaska. And he must take Nevada from Biden. If not, Biden gets with Nevada. Biden has 270 and he wins. Right? So now the other shit is Arizona, right? Arizona with 50-48 leaning Biden, right? Now I said yesterday, I told you Michigan and Wisconsin, right? Michigan and Wisconsin have both been called for Biden. Both of them, right? So Michigan and Wisconsin have officially been flipped to the Democratic column, Joe Biden. So what is Trump's illegal recourse? Trump has to challenge quite possibly Arizona, right? So the math, what I'm trying to say is this, right? The math is not adding up to Trump. It's looking technically like a Biden victory. That is insane, man. That shit is insane. I can't believe we're even saying this, that Joe Biden is going to become the next president of the United States. Right? And Nevada is going to call it. Wow, 6 electoral votes in Nevada. It's leaning Biden 49.3 to 48.7 with 75% of the vote in. Right? Now, on the other hand, if Trump can pull Arizona, right, do some kind of shenanigans in Arizona and flip Arizona to his column, that would have been that's a great victory for Trump. Trump could win that way, right? It's a fucked up thing that's happening right now, right? There are no more free and fair elections in this country. We don't have them. The people are not going to decide this election. The people are not deciding this election. This election is being run by algorithms, by billionaires, and the propaganda machine. Right? Is Biden any better for the country than Trump? No. Right? No. But he's about to win the presidency. The old senile man, the old senile man, Mr. Joe Biden, is about to win the fucking presidency. That is a scary idea. That is just a scary thing, right? That is a scary thing. All things fall apart, man. All things fall apart, right? What's Trump going to look like after if he loses? Where is Trump going to go? Is Trump going to be Trump Television, Trump Enterprises? Trump will do fine. Trump has established himself as a world leader and will have Secret Service for the rest of his life. Trump will have a good life. Stay on the path. Don't deviate from the path. I'm learning how to live in the country. Don't go this way. Go that way. Go the other way. So what will our country look like with a Biden presidency? Will Trump bow out gracefully? Will there be a peaceful transfer of power? Because that's what we're talking about now. Now we're talking about if Trump, the president of the United States, has credible information to support the fact that the elections were rigged, and he acts on those recommendations, he could drag the motherfucker out for forever. Because he's the president of the United States. He does not have to relinquish power. The transfer of power has to be peaceful, has to be amicable. Is that the word? Amicable? Right? Has to be agreed upon. Because how else are you going to get Trump out the White House? How are you going to get him out of there? Right? And why do you want to? And what will the people say? What will the people that supported Trump for all this time say when they know in their heart of hearts, in their minds, that this was not a fair election, that this was not free and fair? Will they walk away peacefully? What about the Biden people? What about them? Will the Biden people scream and declare victory? Oh, look how beautiful and wonderful we are. We did it. We won. But what did you win? What exactly did you win? You have a very corrupt Democratic Party that is now controls the House and the executive branch and is now going to stronghold the Senate. Nothing is going to get done. 4 years of nothing. Go right back to the Republicans are going to stop what they're doing, right? If Biden's elected. And this is what the oligarchy wants. This is what the establishment, this is how it works. This is what they want, right? They want a dumb, senile, out of touch old man, Joe Biden, that does what he's told to do. Right? With this shit about people and the great democracy of America and the great people of America. That shit is over, man. That shit is a long time ago. Where you been? Because that's not what's going on anymore. Now it's establishment. We pick the candidate. What are you talking about, man? We pick. It's a beautiful lake over here. See, that's what I'm talking about right there. I'm talking about peace of mind. Conti has escaped. I escaped the big city for at least now. In a little home somewhere in northeast Pennsylvania. I'll tell you more where I am someday, but for now, it must stay a mystery. It must stay a mystery. Because I want to be mysterious. That's really what I want to do. So more and more fighting. What about, so we're already seeing the anarchists fight. We're seeing Antifa rise, right? Antifa's happy, right? Because they don't really care about, they like transition because it's messy. If Biden gets in, it's going to be messy, a messy transition of power because he's an idiot and he doesn't know what he's doing. The messy transition of power benefits the anarchists who see the power vacuum and try to fill it. They want to fill that power vacuum. But what about the Trump people? Will there be shooting in the street? What do you think about that? What do you think about those apples right there? What are the Trump people going to do? What are the Trump people going to do? What are the Trump people going to do? What are they going to do? Are they going to fight back? Good morning, good morning. Guy's struggling. I'm on a running trail. I'm on the path right now. I'm on a running path. I got to find more better places with less people. So big election, we had it. I was kind of quiet for the days leading up to it because I was escaping New York while I had the chance. I took full advantage of my escape, and here I am. I'm happy about it. I feel a lot of, I really want to talk about junk. We fucking carry our junk. I noticed that my whole life is full of junk. All the shit that I carried around with me for all these years. All these papers and it's fucking junk, man. Things that you think you're gonna use someday and you never use it. You throw it out, man. It's all junk. Fucking throw that shit out, man. Throw that shit out. Just throw it out, man, because you can't. You're like the turtle when you're carrying your junk around. You're like the turtle, right? And all my junk is funny, man. I have some of the funniest junk. I have a whole garage full of funny junk right now. Like how did it all come out of a one-bedroom apartment? I don't know. But it's apartment junk. It's like, shitty air conditioner, shitty little fan. You don't need that shit when you live in a big space. You need other junk. You gotta switch your junk out for bigger junk. Right? So anyway, Mark's County reporting. This is a tough spot. I thought this would be quiet over here, but there's a lot of people walking around. Let me walk this way. Take a stroll this way. Take a stroll up the path. Yeah, man. So, oh, I love the country, man. The air is beautiful up here. It's clean. It's not exactly the country that I'm living in, but it's close. You're within striking distance of the mountains and the beautiful landscape. So that's really it. Right now, the main channel is still blocked. Hopefully, all that censorship shit, all the COVID-19 scare. Oh God, you gotta wear that mask. You're gonna all fucking die. Lock everybody down. Maybe that's about to change. Hopefully, it'll change. Right? If Biden seizes power, they have nothing. The Democrats no longer have anything to complain about. Oh, everything's great. They want to stimulate the economy now, so they'll open everything up. Right? Rather than sandbag everybody and everything. It's troubled times, really. I mean, it's corruption par excellence. The whole world is looking at this. Even the Carter Foundation is examining the integrity of our elections, which has been unheard of in American history. Right? It's supposed to be, land of the free, home of the brave, right? And it turns out it's a big sham and a ripoff. And the whole world sees it. The whole fucking world sees it. But this is what I see now. Totally still, totally beautiful. Totally tranquil. While the world falls apart, hold yourself together, right? Because that's all you can do, really. Leap and the net will appear. Right? That's what it is, right? You have to leap and the net will appear. Leap off into the unknown. So, rioting aside, animosity aside, Trump v. Biden is almost over. And what happens? We usher in Biden? No change. Nothing will fundamentally change. They'll move towards Green New Deal. They'll try to get all that stuff, all that ridiculous nonsense done. If they even can. They're not going to do anything. They're not going to do a damn thing. Right? Good morning. Not a damn thing they're going to do, right? What could they do? What could the Democrats possibly do that they didn't do already? Right? Healthcare for all. Yeah, fuck you. They're not going to do that. They can't do it. They can't do it. The Senate's not going to allow it to happen. Right? And 80% of the Democrats don't want it to happen. So how exactly are you going to make that happen? You're not. You are not going to make shit happen. So 4 more years of nothing. So I guess we should start planning for 2024. All right, what's going to happen in 2024? All right, Trump will be dead. Biden will be dead. Okay. Kamala Harris, come on, man. That shit ain't gonna happen, right? I don't know, man. It's crazy time, right? It's crazy time. Crazy times we're living in. People are friendly around here. Everybody says hello, sort of. I guess I look like a redneck. I don't know. I dress exactly the way I dress here as I did in New York, walking around New York City. Same thing. So I ain't changing for shit, man. I'm fucking bringing myself with me. So thank you all for hanging in there with me as I deal with my technical problems. Even the phone, right? I don't have a microphone on because the microphone was sizzling. I don't know, man. Everything is sizzling out. So I have to in between what I'm doing, just try to keep. I'm not going anywhere. Trust me. I'm just amping up I'm taking a breath. I'm amping up my approach, right? To do what? Conti, what the fuck are you doing? You're just a guy walking around with a camera. No, I have an aim. My aim is true. To help bring insight to the world and the election. We live in America right now where we don't have free and fair elections. That shit is a hoax. And that's pretty scary because that's one of the bedrocks of democracy, that the people choose the leaders. But we don't have that anymore. Right? So it does look like Biden may, without a legal challenge, it looks like Biden may declare victory. And Trump will either pose a legal battle and stall it and flip it, or, the unthinkable is that everybody declares Biden the winner, right? The math leans to Biden, and Trump says, no, it's not true. Fuck you. I ain't leaving. And that would be some shit right there. I don't know if there's any historical precedence for that, where a president loses an election, quote, loses the election, and refuses to leave office. I don't know. Look that one up, guys. Marcus Conte reporting.